Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of the RU Road to Top 10. Sorry for there was no lack of content. I uploaded throughout the weekend, but I know it was like, I didn't upload a Showdown Live yesterday. I uploaded 2 tournament games and a Wi-Fi battle. And the day before that, I just uploaded this Tapu Lele video that I did in OU. But yeah, busy weekend. Mom's birthday, wife's birthday, within a day of each other. So you can understand why. But yeah, we have a team from my boy 49. Big shouts to him, a long-time sarcastic supporter. He is the main reason why I ended up winning the RU Open, RU Grand Slam, RU Open, I believe 2 years ago. It was either a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. So a huge reasoning behind that. Obviously, I had other help from a bunch of other people, and I give them a big shout out. But always love 49 builds. They're really interesting to me, and his way of using EV spreads I've always been a fan of. So without further ado, let us get right into team preview. Alright, so the first member of the team we have is Nidoqueen. We're using Modest Nidoqueen. It's a really bulky Nidoqueen as well, because it can emergency tank a Leaf Storm from Rose Raid after 2 SR switch-ins or a layer of spikes. It also has Sludge Wave into Thunder with rocks, can knock out my Milotic, so that's really good. Speed tier, faster than Honchkrow, faster than Pokemon like Beware, and it's an offensive stealth rocker for the team. Mandibuzz is the next member of the squad. It is one of our Blastoise checks. It is specially defensive, allowing it to check a lot of special attackers in the tier. Blastoise, Noivern, Calm Mind, Virizion as well, though that's a little bit less checked, but you do have Toxic for it. Roost, Foul Play, Knockoff, and Toxic. Honestly, this is my favorite Mandibuzz. Maybe Brave Bird can be used over it specifically for Virizion, but because this team has a lot of checks to Virizion anyway, makes a lot of sense why we don't have it. A little bit of speed for opposing Mandibuzz. Maybe we can get off faster Toxic on some of them. Florges provides Cleric for the squad with aromatherapy support. Provides Wish as well, passing to relatively bulky Pokemon, or really bulky Pokemon like Mandibuzz, or relatively bulky like Nidoqueen. Synthesis for our own fast recovery. Moonblast is our stab. And we're just primarily physically defensive, taking on the fighting types in a tier. Machamp is a big one that comes to mind, eating up a hit from Beware as well. Speaking of fighting types, we also have another check, which is Slowbro, and we're using counter Slowbro. Now, I really like this set because it actually means that when Galizapod goes for first impression and does a million to you, you OHKO them back with counter, which is really cool. This also provides us a Tyrantrum switch-in when it's spamming Head Smash. Obviously, Rocky Helmet's just really nice for chipping away at those fighting types, those physical attackers as well. Scald is our main stab, and then Ice Beam is there for grass types as well as hitting Noivern in the same regard. Choice Scarf Tyrantrum is the speed control for this team. It is something that allows us to check Raikou alongside Nidoqueen. Aerial Ace is there for Virizion specifically, and then we have Head Smash and Superpower. No Outrage on this Tyrantrum. I mean, when you're in a metagame that has fairies like Florges running around, being locked in Outrage isn't always the best, especially steel types as well. Bronzong, Registeel. So I like this set because while you're not necessarily locked in, you still have some good options. Obviously versus Steel's Earthquake, and Superpower is nice for normal types like Snorlax as well. And then obviously you have the Head Smash. Last but not least, we have Dhelmise. Dhelmise is the Rapid Spin support for the team. It also traps passive steel types like maybe Bronzong or Registeel if your opponent tries to Toxic you, and honestly they have to be a little bit less experienced to do that. But because normally they'll just switch out anyway. But yeah, with Anchor Shot plus Rest, you will beat the passive steel types with that, plus your stabs anyway. The Z move with the attack EVs actually allows you to OHKO Virizion, so it's a hard check as well. And the EV spread allowing you to take on Pokemon, like you can take like a hit from Nidoqueen if need be, if necessary, obviously. And yeah, it's really intricate EV spread. I know the attack investment helps you OHKO Virizion, but that's about it. So that's the team for today's episode. Let's get right into the battles. Alright guys, so we have our first game now. I recognize this as Ajna's team. It's all out pummeling you and then a few other monsters that are a little bit threatening, but I love Slowbro in this game. Really walls the majority of my opponent's team, and I'm actually going to lead off with it because Galizapod is really good versus me too. That's a lead off of Rose Raid, unfortunately. I was going to say Galizapod is really good versus or very good versus me. So I thought that Slowbro could be really nice for just getting off a counter immediately. Though maybe Houndoom runs... I thought it was Scarf Houndoom on this build. I could be wrong. Now, this is probably like the worst lead matchup possible for Slowbro. But because I am Spadef Mana Buzz, I should be able to take on Roserade relatively well. It did 30%. That's not bad. I'm a Roost. You don't really switch in very well. I know you're not Z. I might get poisoned, but I do have aromatherapy. I'm pretty sure, I think it's Sash Roserade on this build as well, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. So ends up going out to Sock. It's probably going to knock me off for all-out pummeling. I do value foul playing immediately, as I feel like just breaking Sock sturdy is just hella worth it, for real. And at this point, I don't think that Delmise does anything in this game. Like it doesn't really, besides random spin. So I feel like on the close combat he might go for, and I can just go for the Corkscrew Crash and really just nuke something. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure that is Z on the Sock after all. But Florges makes the most sense as he ends up going out to Roserade. Very solid play right here for sure. If I get up rocks, I'll be able to deal with you. I just want to have an end game where I'm good, right? Like, he's not going to be able to spin versus my Delmise, that's for sure. I want to say I take 2 hits too, but I don't want to be a little bit greedy with it. Like, even though technically speaking, this mon isn't even that good, it just pivots into Houndoom a little bit. It might be worth just breaking his... It might be worth actually just breaking his Sash. I don't want him running around with a Sash the entire game. So I think that's worth it. And I get a special attack drop as well, which I believe means that I live this hit too. Yeah, because I don't switch into Houndoom very well. I can get up rocks versus this guy. Roserade. It's not Scarf, but Sludge Bomb. -1 does at max 43, so I always live that. So the special attack drop was obviously crucial right there. So Metagross ends up coming out. I don't see a reason to not go Slowbro, even if he pivots into the Roserade or anything at that point. That shouldn't matter as much, and he really does not deal with this mon very well at all. Like, Golisopod's going to come out, and I'm going to be able to go for counter versus it, and I'm going to kill it. Like, I am going to counter right here. Unless my opponent anticipates that. But either way, like, if they go for liquidation or something, I'll be good. So it looks like they did anticipate that. So they definitely know the team too. That's good to know. I want my rocks up because I want to limit Houndoom switch-ins. Sludge Bomb into Leaf Storm will be able to deal with something. You don't really switch in very well. There's no way you Leaf Storm here though. Should I allow them to hit me and then go for the Tyrantrum endgame of like head smashing? Like, there's no way you actually Leaf Storm here. But it's like I play it poorly if I allow him to do that. There's no way you Leaf Storm, man. I have a mana, but am I do this is a poor play because this thing checks like everything on their team. This is actually a really poor play. It might actually Leaf Storm here too. Does my Delmise take? Why is Hidden Power Ground an option on this thing? That is not what they run. I'll put Ice just to have it. Ice does 40, so with that's -1 though. That boy be 2 KOing me. I could also be really offensive and go Tyrantrum on the on that attack, and then go for Aerial Ace from there and try and spin. I mean, I talked about Florges being expendable, but now I'm like, yeah, Florges is easily the most expendable because I can get a Mana Buzz and just Roost. Or even just get in Tyrantrum and just clicking a button for real here. So, I don't mind going down. I'll just click Synthesis. He should be able to knock me out. He doesn't go for the KO there, surprisingly. I think he expected me to pivot into Tyrantrum, but like, I'm fine with, yeah. That was definitely a little bit more of a greedy play. Earthquake spam is good. That's fine. Take this from me. I want to get in my Tyrantrum now, and I can just click Head Smash will OHKO you. I know your Sash. Like, your main switch-ins are going to be one of these two, so I'm going to actually get in my Delmise here. Spin here. If I anchor shot, he gets up his rocks. I still think while it is a little bit greedy of me, I think I can go for an end game of. This is fair too. I still think I can go for an end game of what's it called? Big boy coming through. Our Earth Power, I expect him to knock off, honestly. And I'm talking about Tyrantrum, by the way, when I talk about Big Boy, because it's really good. And I think Slowbro is also going to just kill everything. Like, I don't want to give him the spin for free. So if I can, like, weaken his only answer to Tyrantrum, that's like his only Earthquake switching, right? Golisopod can't come in on Earthquake because of the fact that Stealth Rock are up. Oh, that's such a good turn for me. That is such a great turn for me. Like, real talk, that is such a great turn. That is honestly such a great turn. Because now I get Endelmize the God. I don't think I'll die as well to knock off. Because did I re-Z? I did. I would just Power Whip here. The reason that that's such a great turn is because, like, while I'm, like, really low... He has all his Pokemon. While I'm really low on when it comes to Pokemon, at least I KO Houndoom, which is one of the bigger threats that I was looking at. My Mandibuzz is still around as well, which is huge. Allow him to sack that and knock it out. Get a Mandibuzz here. I just go for Foul Play and pick up my KO, I believe. Unless I'm wrong. I don't know if Donphan actually dies Foul Play. But keeping Houndoom at bay and having a Spadef Mandibuzz around versus Rose Raid and everything. Oh, nice Cobra. As he booms. But I'm able to roost here. Not bad, not bad. Now the all-out pummeling can come out from the sock though, which is what becomes a little bit problematic. But I do think that head smash is like very, very, very close to sweeping my opponent. Do I want to roost again though, anticipating him to want to go Rose Raid? Because if I get in Slowbro and he goes Rose Raid, I'm in a losing situation. I'm thinking about it. Is that the play? Man, having Outrage here might actually be better because Outrage would knock out Sock. It knocks out Rose Raid. It knocks out Donphan. He then gets off a Sludge Bomb. Damn, like having Outrage actually might have been better for me. Because I think I might lose to Houndoom. Yeah. Man, okay, I gotta get a feel of this team because I'm definitely playing this poorly. Versus Rose Lead, what I should have done was initially, wow, guys, calm down. Or I can also just go for Foul Play here, anticipating Donphan to want to come out. Because if I'm him, I go Donphan and I spin. Because this thing is still good. He just sees immediately. Crap. Okay. I don't have Outrage either. Like, if I had Outrage here, I'd KO Donphan, I'd KO Sock, I'd KO... Golisopod could come in first impression, but I'd blow it back with that, and Houndoom can't come in. Man, not having Outrage is bad here. Yeah. That's a good game. Good game. Man, Okay. Okay, so I gotta play it. I'm getting rid of Superpower. I'm putting Outrage on. I'm putting it back on this. That was my bad too, because I did not play this game very well. But it's like my first game trying to figure out the team, so that's fine as well. Donphan's gonna spin. Big helmet. Alright, let me get out of here though. So I didn't play the first game very well. I knew what I think it's just at the lead I didn't play it that well. Mandibuzz should have been my lead of choice, and I do think I could have won the game with Tyrantrum though, plus those guys. All I had to do was Outrage. Yeah, all I had to do was Outrage because it kept up rocks. So I'm putting Outrage on it. My bad call for that poor showing of the team. Not a big fan of... I also think that Nidoqueen should have came out a little bit earlier too. I'm gonna pause it, guys, until we find a game. Bear back. Okay, so here I don't know what to really expect. Hey, it looks like dual screens, but then it has like, I guess you could set up technically, but yeah, it looks like dual screens type of setup type thing. I'm gonna go the Mandibuzz route, and I'm gonna just click. This might be switcheroo. So looking at his team, I only need Florges for two things. One, Noivern, and the other is Mandibuzz. So Florges, even with a Choice Scarf or Choice Specs, can still do it, as he just Hurricanes me, and that is Specs as hell. However, I can just synthesis up. That is 100% Specs. So we're definitely gonna value Rocks in this game too. I don't think this is his rocker either. Just based on his team, I don't think this is his rocker. I think it would be the Mandibuzz. What I'm gonna do is just throw off an Ice Beam. Though Noivern makes no sense. He should never go more Noivern. He'll go Uxie or yeah, exactly, and pivot from there. As far as winning this game goes, well, that burns really nice. As far as winning this game goes, I just did this in retaliation to spin, but I could see. How do I want to win this game? Well, that doesn't really matter. I could see Tyrantrum endgame Earthquake sweeping potentially, or even head smashing. We're gonna attempt to Rapid Spin again. My opponent probably gonna go what Cloyster if he wants to be really aggressive, which is super aggressive. I do get the spin off on Noivern, which is huge because I'm able to get in my Florges here. I don't want to let Tyrantrum take the damage too. He U-turns, so I'm okay with that as well because that doesn't really gain you much from it. Like you don't get as much momentum as you would think because I'm at 100%, so like you're not getting like the chip that Rocks would get at Florges for a potential 2 KO. But the fact that he specs Noivern is scary. I gotta be careful too because I don't know if he's Z Cloyster or Z Metagross or Z. Well, how much did he do with Metagross? 12. Yeah, that's not banded. I could just get on my Rocks here and just pressure him the entire game with Rocks. Maybe that's the way to play. I get up my Rocks here instead. And I pressure the Cloyster. Like if he's defog as well, he's gonna get rid of them obviously. So I pressure the Cloyster, I pressure the Raikou, I pressure the Noivern. I limit their switch-ins, and by pressuring Cloyster, I mean that like getting up Rocks means no potential Focus Sash or anything like that, as he does go for U-turn here. And this is interesting too because I don't know what kills me necessarily. Like Nidoqueen in is very good. It's very good. However, Cloyster is also really scary too. So this can Hurricane me. With Rocks up, what's the roll on Florges? That's not a set. Okay, so you are +1, 42 to 49, guaranteed 3 KO after leftovers recovery. Let's take into account Rocks as well, which are somewhere that I'm not looking at. Why can I not find Stealth Rock? Okay, I saw Strong Webs. I was like, whoa, what is that? 25% chance to 2 KO after Stealth Rock and leftovers recovery. Take into account that. Plus the fact that he can miss, I still think this is the play always. Plus he might Draco, so shoot. It's worth going for Moonblast here. He may risk it, and if he does risk Noivern, that's exactly. If I break through, then I kill him. So yeah, that is 100% worth. That thing was a giant threat. That is 100% worth. Because it always forced my Florges in, so I'll take that. Raikou comes out. I think I go hard Tyrantrum on you, because you're probably going to Calm Mind. Yep, exactly. Go right for the Earthquake. Knock you out. That does invite in Cloyster, though. Dude, you could still win very easily. Your Cloyster is actually a huge threat. Especially if it's like King's Rock or Z. Though I think the Raikou is Z. But getting rid of Raikou as well. Really solid for Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is looking very threatening. Speaking of Mandibuzz, I see no reason to not go out to Florges. I don't care if you U-turn, if you knock me off. Like, as long as I don't allow Cloyster in by making this play, which I don't, I'm good. It looks like that's Rocky Helmet Mandibuzz as well. It's going to die to Head Smash. Defogs for me. Which is super weird because now I can go out into, do I want to go Bro? Yeah, I do. I'm surprised he defogged. So that more than likely it is Sash Cloyster, or he's is it like Memento? I think last move Memento Uxie would be the case. I'm not gonna let you knock me, dude. I don't care about my Florges' item. I just Moonblast here too. Are you good in Metagross? I'm chipping away at you. A Moonblast. Alright, so I'm starting to get a feel of how to use a team, though what I'm playing is not necessarily standard by any means whatsoever. Very surprised he gave me that beautiful damage on that Pokemon. And I always, like, I don't have to, like, I haven't seen enough about this Metagross to the point where I feel worried enough. Yeah, I haven't seen enough about this Metagross to the point where I feel worried enough that my opponent is going to beat me down. I'll just Scald here. Scald should be a 2-hit KO, provided no White Herb, and he is White Herb. Okay. But because he is White Herb, he has to mess around with me. First off, I'll live this. And secondly, he has to play around with 2 burns as well. I think even if he gets +6, I'll live it as well. So even if he Shell Smashes again, I'm fine, I feel. And obviously, there's multiple chances that I can... he probably will Shell Smash again. Nope. Doesn't end up Shell Smashing again. I would rather not be crit here because I will lose. But it's fine. Wait. What did it do last time? It's 9 times 5, which is 45. Yeah, I'm out of range. But if he gets a crit, which one will be 11, he needs multiple crits. Yeah. Alright, we're good. We're good. Nice. So we ended up being Cloyster. Big threat. And now I just click Head Smash to win, or Ice Beam to... I don't have Ice Beam, but or Sludge Wave to win, rather, is good too. I'm about to say, he's not even killing me with that, so I Ice Beamed here on the Mana Buzz, switching. I think his last move on Uxie is Memento. He about to U-turn out of the game. But yeah, I think it is Memento. I was about to go for counter, just for laughs, but we're going to go for Ice Beam here because it hits Mana Buzz upon switching, knocks it out, obviously. I do think, again, I do think his last move on Uxie is Memento, so, yep. Memento out of the game, yep. Nice. All right, so we'll pause it, guys, until we find another game. Be right back. So this is an interesting one because my opponent has Galvantula, like Sticky Web, but my my Dhelmise spins on not really much. Actually, I think my Dhelmise does take 1 Dark Pulse from Blastoise. I don't quote me on that because we're about to die. Oh, I take it. Okay, cool. That's what the spin after for. So that's good because I'll be able to spin. So if that's the case, the priority is definitely my priority is definitely breaking Galvantula's Sash, but. Between Florges and Mana Buzz, I should be good versus this thing. Yep. And I just Wish Pass on his Arcanine switch or something into my Slowbro. And even if Arcanine ends up going for like Banded Wild Charge, my Slowbro will end up at near full. I do think it's a more offensive Arcanine considering you have an Galvantula with just Donphan and Umbreon as backbones. He'd be like Specs Goodra. Oh, I was totally wrong. Okay, that's cool. It's support, so it's just webs plus fat? Is that the idea behind the team? Yeah, you don't switch into Skull, which is why I keep clicking it. He expected me to go Florges. Again, I clicked this because he does not switch into this Pokemon, period. End up getting that damage off on Donphan, so not only getting a burn, which is crucial, but breaking it sturdy. I don't have to bother switching into Umbreon because there's no Umbreon set I really fear. Unless he's like Curse Payback, I guess. I don't know. Even then, Florges doesn't care either. And he has very limited Florges plus Slowbro answers, if you guys notice. His Fairy and Water Resist, like there's not, he doesn't have like an Empoleon, so, which doesn't exist down here anyway. Yeah, so that's worth it. That's definitely worth it. I'm assuming you're going to end up bringing out your Galvantula now. Maybe Bug Buzz or Thunder Me. I do think that Head Smash is incredibly great now that Donphan is gone. Head Smash is just free. Well, it's free versus Arcanine because every other mon... Oh, I guess Galvantula too, technically. You should go Galvantula now. Though you could go Blastoise. Blastoise is odd because it doesn't really threaten me. With the burn on Slowbro, it pretty much confirms that Arcanine is more defensive. Yeah, like you don't really deal with this mon very well. I guess he could double out to Arcanine. The fact that his rocker is dead also means when I spin, there are no rocks on my side of the field. So throw off another Ice Beam, which is fair. Trying to freeze me. I can respect that. I'm going to keep the burn on my Slowbro because that means that Umbreon cannot Toxic me. And we're just going to Wish here. I guess he's trying... I'm going to get frozen. I feel it. But that damage is really nice as well. And I get a special attack drop. So that's really, really, really nice for Tyrantrum as well. And we'll just Wish here. I don't like this, man. I'm not trying to be this defensive. I do not like this. I don't like this. Anyway, no Moonblast switchings as I mentioned. And his Wish supporting is... I mean, Arcanine is there, but his Wish supporting options are not that existent either. I'm gonna don't freeze me. There it is. The reason I was Moonblasting here is because I was like, man, if I get too greedy, he's going to freeze me. Umbreon is so weird though because you're eventually, yeah, I'm gonna Thaw, and now you can't even pass. Goes out to Goodra, which gets a drop on it, which is hilarious. Oh my gosh, you're... Whoa. Anyway, no Nidoqueen switchings besides Umbreon, but that'll allow me to get up rocks. That thing banded? What's going on? It's not Assault Vest. Oh my... Tectonic Rage? Woo! Expert EVs by 49. I got up rocks to crush that, that hopefully thing. Wow, this is Fizz Def, man. That's cool, though. Counter's gonna be really nice. I'll slack off, though. I'm gonna eat this up. Ah, look at a physical Goodra. That's really cool. That is actually super cool. I'm just gonna Scald. I think Blastoise might end up actually coming in here. Goodra, I'm not as worried about because again, Tyrantrum. I think Outrage is also super solid too. I'm not gonna die to a crit. The dude is full physical. That's really cool. Like a lure type Goodra. I like it. But yeah, I like Scald better than Ice Beaming. Just hits more. Plus, if I get a burn on Blastoise, I think it dies. So, and I can always go Delmise hard on Blastoise and click Rapid Spin, because I'll live one Dark Pulse, as you guys saw from that damage calc. Shout out to 49 for the expert EV spread distribution. Ah, good game. Yeah, I figured with EV support. Scald though. Alright, let me dip. Nice. Pause it, bareback. So I think this one's going to be very, very, very fun for my Delmise because it kind of just comes in and traps everything. In fact, I'm actually going to lead off with it because I can trap and Rapid Spin very easily. The only thing that's like more of a problem is I guess Fortress, but it has to have Volt Switch. If it doesn't have Volt Switch, I'm going to beat it 1v1. So we're just going to Anchor Shot here. Again, this thing does not die to any member he had, and it matched up well versus Araquanid. And if this is like a lead type with no leftovers, maybe I don't beat it 1v1. I have 64 Rapid Spin though, which is more, it's literally equal to his Spike and his Stealth Rock. Ooh, Toxic. That's fine. Unless his last move is actually Volt Switch, I'm good. This might be a little bit stally though, because I am going to actually try and, or attempt to stall him out of all his hazards, if possible. I only need to spin when he has Stealth Rock on. Yeah, I don't see a reason to not do this. Again, if his last move is Volt Switch, because he definitely has Stealth Rock, Toxic, and Rapid Spin, right? Those are given. So it could be, if it's Gyro Ball, I'll eat it up. If it's Volt Switch, then I don't really care. Either way, I spin away his hazards. Yes, I'm not doing that much to Fortress, but I can literally stall it out, so I will. Why not? Okay, so he revealed Volt Switch. Good, so I don't have to pause it and come back in like 60 turns when I stall it out. The last move is more than likely Rapid Spin. So once I knock off Fortress, that's good. However, he can obviously pass as well. This thing coming out is a little bit annoying, considering it can Shadow Ball me. We're just going to go Florges. I can also see him Specs Volt Switching. Doesn't go for Shadow Ball. His main switch into this is more than likely going to be the Fortress. I guess Araquanid also counts, technically. But I think that Nidoqueen is just a really good offensive play. Crap, it does go. Alright, we have counter Slowbro though. Unless this is trapping. I don't want you to be trapping. That did 21. What does that mean? Because Slowbro is good for Flygon. Araquanid. That's Splash Plate boosted potentially, right? 21, yeah. This guy might actually be trapping the trapping set. I'm gonna go Tyrantrum on the trapping move. Or is he Leech Life? That's fine too. Maybe he's well, I don't really know, but it doesn't matter. I'm head smashing because look at his head smash and just Flygon. Big Foray comes out. I'm gonna go for another head smash because honestly this Fortress cannot touch me. And he doesn't really have a switching outside of it. And if I get rid of Fortress and I spin, I'm good. So go ahead and go Flygon. Z Flygon doesn't even knock out Slowbro. And I have Ice Beam to OHKO you. So yep, gives me Fortress, so no longer does my Dhelmise care. I hit 3 head smashes in a row. That's the first time in my life I've done that. With Toxic plus Roost, I should be good versus Shaman as well. Though Shaman probably coming out. Goes out to Flygon though, so that does give me my Slowbro as a pivot, or as a switch-in rather, and I should be able to live a +1 Outrage as well if he ends up going for it. Gonna slack off though first, as Araquanid more than likely comes out now. Because it's Leech Life and Liquidation, I kind of doubt it is. I kind of doubt it's trapping. I could be wrong though. Gonna counter, which is not gonna do that much because of the fact that Araquanid is so weak. Oh wait, it killed. Nice, because Araquanid is like, I forgot, Araquanid is from Alola, so it has no HP. Nice. Nidoqueen still deals with that, so I don't want to go Nidoqueen here. Florges is still a good check. This still beats Flygon. Dhelmise is honestly the most expendable member. And I guess it technically doesn't spin on anything. So I'll go Dhelmise here. Maybe he'll Thunderbolt though. Okay. We can bring out the Queen. I'm actually half tempted to go for Rocks here. And the reason I'm going to do it is because Flygon's more than likely going to come out anyway. If I had Ice Beam, I'd go for it there. But at least I weaken the them switchings. Because like now this guy's going to be able to double around. Is that Specs? It did nothing to Florges though. Oh, it just goes for the Tectonic Rage or Devastating Drake. Nice, your boy's gonna eat that up. So we know this was Z now. I don't care about Flygon Dragon Dancing up. Slack Off was always my best play, so I can pivot into it later. And I do have Ice Beam, which he doesn't know about. He might try and Dragon Dance again, anticipating me to counter here. Yep, he doesn't know I have the Ice Beam. Now his entire team is grounded. No Head Smash resistances. No Sludge Wave switch-ins as well. So at this point, Slowbro actually does nothing for me in this build. We know his Shaman cannot be... Z Celebrate, but again, Slowbro does nothing in this build for me. So I might as well just click Scald here. And at that point, Jolteon is now weak enough to the point of... I think that's Specs too. That's Choice Specs, for sure. Jolteon is now weak enough to the point of our attacking. Just go for Ice Beam. I don't care about this mon. Bring out Big Mandibuzz. Go for knockoff here on Florges coming in, and that's a free Nidoqueen, and that's a free Sludge Wave. Between Florges plus Bidef Mandibuzz and Toxic and whatnot, what I want to do is not allow him to Wish Pass into Jolteon, period. And the fact that I am Sludge Wave is going to be really crucial here too. If he gets a special attack drop, a little bit annoying. Doesn't get it. Nice. Again, the fact that I actually am modest Sludge Wave is really good because I'll be able to 2-hit KO Florges and or knock it out. I don't know if the damage rolls. Nidoqueen has base 75 special attack, but wow, that was apparently enough. Nice. At that point, we know he specs Jolteon, and it will die to knockoff. I can just click my Sludge Wave versus you, as Psychic doesn't even knock me out. Go ahead and give me Shaman. Big Nidoqueen coming through. That's that sheer force. Jolteon's going to come out. I have Tyrantrum in the back. I have Florges. He can't even click Thunderbolt now, unfortunately. He has to click Shadow Ball, and I can just go out to Tyrantrum and click Earthquake, and that is GG. Good game. Alright guys, I'm going to pause it until we find another battle. I think I forgot to show my rating in the beginning. Oh my gosh, I messed up. My bad. I'm going to do that next time. I'm so sorry. People keep telling me to do that, and I keep not doing it. My bad. I will show it in the next one. Or bad back. So this is going to be an interesting one. Because I just fought this team. Literally just used this team myself. In SPL. Citrus Berry, Golisopod, Z, Tectonic Rage, Calm Mind, which is a Giant threat, but as long as I keep Tyrantrum alive, good. Specs, Banded, Scarf. Slowbro is by far my best lead because I can counter the Golisopod. But yeah, I can use counter on Golisopod. Slowbro also eats a hit from Metagross. It eats a hit from Nidoqueen. I just want to make sure I take Golisopod's first impression. No. Get that out of here. Oh, I definitely take that plus Pursuit. Okay, awesome. Thank you, bro. Hey. Appreciate that. We're going to make the Delmise play. Even though Delmise is actually really good in this game. Maybe I shouldn't make that play. But I don't want him tricking immediately on my Flurries either. I feel like he Moonblast or Grass Knot. As he goes, yeah, tricks immediately. So I'm glad he didn't... I'm glad I made the play that actually worked out there. Now... This is actually a tough mon for him to switch into. I'm going to Power Whip as he goes Gigalith. I'm actually faster than this thing, so I actually hope that I hit this Power Whip. And, yeah, I'm going to be able to knock out Gigalith. So that means I don't have to play a game with rocks. The reason I went, again, Delmise turn 1 is because I was very worried about that switcheroo. And that was actually a really good play, too, because something like Florges could be very annoying. If he goes out into Xatu, I'm going to Corkscrew Crash it. I should be able to kill it. Unless he's running more defense than I ran on mine. Which is possible because I don't know if I showed my EV spread. I don't think I put the team yet. This is Ajna's team. I'm going to get Pursued here, aren't I? I'll just Anchor Shot. As he mashes immediately. Yeah, I'll take that trade because I think if I were him, I would have went for Pursuit. So... Aw, come on, dude. Don't be missing that. I need that to hit. At least I have Delmise as a sack in this part. But, yeah, again, Scald is really free. And Head Smash is just looking so good in this game, too. And all I got to do is go Delmise here. As he Moonblasts, I know he specs. Literally bring out my my Nidoqueen. Throw off a Sludge Wave on Xatu coming in. Throw off another one. He can't Moonblast sweep me. And yeah, he's not wrong. Xatu set. When I post the team after SBL, the good EV spreads, bro. I got you. Because yeah, he's supposed to be faster than me. He probably thinks I might be Scarf at this point. But yeah, he's supposed to be. He's definitely supposed to be faster than me at that point. And the fact that my Nidoqueen took no damage is amazing because I'll always be able to check that Whimsicott. I think that if I'm him, yeah, the team looks so fun. I tried just to fill in the rest. I'll PM you. I'll give you it. No problem, dude. I don't want to put it in the video because I don't want everybody to have it yet. So this is where it's interesting too because I can literally go Mandibuzz and wall this thing because I am, as you can see, Spadef. I don't care at all. Like as you see, I eat that up. He can obviously go out into his Whimsicott. He can't freeze me either. I'm actually going to Toxic here too. Potentially... Whimsicott even a problem? No, what the hell? I lose nothing by clicking Knockoff. Getting rid of Choice Scarf is amazing because it means that my Tyrantrum actually can endgame do some work versus you. Hey Ajna, don't be mad that I'm giving out your EV spreads, okay? Thank you. Get that Pokepace ready for this boy. No point in letting my Mandibuzz take damage. He might double out into Whimsicott at a point, but like at this point, I literally click Ice Beam and it's free. Good Golisopod play. I'm gonna live every hit. I'm clicking counter. Hey, big counter, Slowbro. Go ahead and give me that giant threat. So now Earthquake is 100% free. It's Flames. Now Earthquake is Slowbro. I think has to take the thumbnail, right? Like that's like the second or third time that he has actually countered something. Whimsicott comes out. He's not trying to pursue me with Metagross, which I'm a little bit confused about. I feel like that's something you want to do. Anyway, I don't care if he switcheroos. At this point, I don't think I need Slowbro. he might actually switcheroo me, and if he does give me the specs, then the Ice Beam will knock him out, and he doubles here. Again, he's trying to catch my Florges, but at that point, I don't think I need Slowbro, period. Or maybe even my Nidoqueen. I just stay in here as he goes for Sludge Wave. That allows me to get in my my Nidoqueen. I click Earth Power because I don't let him... First off, I'm not max speed. Secondly, I don't care if Whimsicott comes out. I don't allow him to get in his Metagross. Because well, I don't know if it's not the same as mine was, but mine was Jolly Choice Band. But I never allow him to get in Metagross. At this point, I always go Mandibuzz, and I click Knockoff. And the reason why Knockoff is so good here is because you no longer being Choice Specs means you ain't going to do crap. There's no way I lose to Sludge Wave with all I have to. I can literally Toxic. Yeah, me being Spadef is me. Like I said, like me being Spadef, he is not going to do crap to me. So it should be over. He took my leftovers. At least he's Infiltrator. That's good. That's the GOAT set in my opinion. I love Infiltrator. Ooh. I'm gonna knock you again though. You can't 2-hit KO me either way. Like Scarf Nidoqueen does not 2-hit. I have no reason to switch. At that point, because I know his team so well, I really had no reason to click any of the buttons. But with no Choice Scarf on Nidoqueen and the fact that I have Florges in the back and he has no way of really pressuring me, it should be a wrap. Let me say good game because he said good game before. It should definitely be a wrap. That's it. I'll just knock off here. Just try to get off as much damage as possible, you know what I'm saying? So I'll put that boy in range of Aerial Ace. And then I'll just go out to Tyrantrum. Because he is Infiltrator, which you can see because he was able to use a move, otherwise Prankster move, which wouldn't have worked on the Dark. This is not the Pokemon I meant to send out. Whatever. Whatever. This is definitely not what I meant to send out. Meant to sell out Tyrantrum. But I already knocked off his Choice Scarf, so I shouldn't lose anyway. Ah, nice. PM me. GG. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let's see where we are on the ladder now. I have no idea where we actually are. Actually, I'm going to PM him. That's fine. I'm passing the team. But thank you for watching. As I mentioned in the last time, 50-57, that's not that bad. When I start the next RU episode, and I completely forget. I always forget every single time. When I start the next RU episode, I will be showing my points in the beginning and my points in the end. Now, my points might go down a little, not because I'm losing off screen, because I haven't played any games off screen at all, but because I am playing, you know, every other day. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll give you guys the team I used today. Shout out to my boy 49. I mean, he wouldn't give them to me otherwise if I couldn't show them away. Goodbye, my friends.